Another Merry Pranksters Joint, Chapter 2, Pig Farmer. Pig Farmer was an evil man. Yes, he was. It ain't like he never did nothing directly to no one, except maybe all them faces he covered off of them dead folks before he fed them to all the pigs. He ain't even have to cut them faces off of their heads. He said he ain't want the pigs to have to know who they eatin'. I believe he liked cutting them faces off of them people and feeding them to them pigs like that. Like I said, Pig Farmer was an evil man. Ain't nobody knew about Pig Farmer before he started taking donations, but everybody know Pig Farmer now. Pig Farmer never did nothing to attract attention to himself. Everybody know about Pig Farmer though. Him don't never say nothing seem like. Maybe he don't need to. Pig Farmer ain't got no friends, no family, nothing but the pigs. And he ain't never really touched them or talked with them or nothing. I dare say Pig Farmer had never been, how you say, intimate with a member of the opposite sex neither. Pig Farmer like he ain't never been touched in his whole life. Them pigs had more human life in them than the Pig Farmer did. And it ain't 'cause they was eating the people neither. It's 'cause Pig Farmer never resembled a human in his whole life. Them pigs was doing a better job than they farmer at that. Pig Farmer was by no means a hell of a guy. What I mean is, I don't think anybody gonna miss this here Pig Farmer nothing. About them bodies. I expect he must have felt something fishy, what with all them bodies stacking up in there. But him ain't never gonna say nothing. No damn Pig Farmer never say nothing. Not no Pig Farmer like Pig Farmer, at least. Him can't think like that. Him just a simple pig farmer. Him don't know nothing about these rules some of y'all say he broke. Him and just some simple pig farmer. Oh, I imagine him never even imagine nothing like what them folks been doing. Him say him too simple to understand them donators. If and he say something makes some damn sense in his whole life. So I'm gonna say that again. I imagine him never imagined nothing like what them folks been doing. Him and say him too simple to understand them donators. If and he'd even say something make some damn sense in his whole life. As far I know, Pig Farmer started taking free food for his pigs before Henry Ford started making automobiles. It started in the same state too. Pig Farmer don't care about that though. Pig Farmer don't care about that though. Hoyman found Pig Farmer East State info at the county clerk office. Asked him if he'd accept donations. Pig Farmer ain't made no complaints about that. Him knew a good bargain when him see one, I suppose. I reckon Pig Farmer ain't asked no questions about the nature of his free food when Hoyman came calling. Of course, Pig Farmer ain't never say nothing no way. So I reckon it's possible him disagreed in theory from the start of this mess. Pig Farmer ain't had no formal education, so he probably ain't never been told explicitly about what's right and wrong. And far as anybody know, Pig Farmer ain't got no family. What could have told him something that would have helped him make up his mind about what he was helping doing. Even, that is, he ever felt the need to question the morality of what he was helping get done. Oh, sorry. One more time. And as far as anybody know, Pig Farmer ain't got no family. What could have told him something what would have helped him make up his mind about what he was, ifin that is, he ever felt the need to question the morality of what he was helping get done. Personally, I can't imagine going on that long without ever thinking about what I've been doing wrong. But I ain't Pig Farmer neither. Hoyman was stealing them bodies from local university at first, collecting insurance money somehow. Pig farmer ain't even know them pigs like eating people till Homer came along. And pig farmer ain't take too kindly at it about it. And pig farmer ain't take too kindly to it at first, though he ain't say nothing. Hoyman said they ain't had place to dispose them bodies in the city, and pig farmer ain't never raised an eyebrow after the small explanation from Hoyman. Pig farmer got to thinking he just some kind of cog in a big machine, and it'd be his duty to help out them other bigger cog in that machine. I suppose this been pig farmer's way of being humble. He never raised no fuss, no worry if somebody say nothing to him. He never raised no fuss, no worry if nobody say nothing to him. Pig farmer ain't never say nothing no way. But he especially never say nothing cause to cause a fuss or fight. Less'n somebody else started it. One more time. Pig farmer ain't never say nothing no way. But he especially never say nothing to cause a fuss or fight less'n somebody else started it. Hoyman was a professional man too. He'd come over in his fancy suits with his top hat or derby hat on. He'd drive up pig farmer ranch in his luxurious black horse carriage. This is probably why pig farmer ain't made no argument. He musta gave something like 100 bodies to pig farmer. Pig farmer ain't counted at first, so he ain't really know, you know. Then one day some police show up Hoyman's Midwestern mansion, announced and found house of horrors with Then one day some police show up Hoyman's Midwestern mansion unannounced, find house of horrors with trapdoors and acid bats and everything. Pig farmer laughed. He couldn't hold it in no more. Pig farmer wasn't good with rules or nothing. Well, now wait a minute. I believe I was wrong just then. It was government what started pig farmer off on his joint, as he called it. As I can only imagine, he's scribing all. One more time. It was government what started pig farmer off on his joining. As I can only imagine, he's scribing it all as I can only imagine he's scribing it all as if he ever says something other than nothing. One more time. Well, now wait a minute. I believe I was wrong just then. It was government what started pig farm off on his joining. As I can only imagine, he's scribing it all as if he ever say something other than nothing. Government must have started in feeding farming. Government must have got started in feed farming long before pig farmer got his start in pig farming. They was and still is the number one supplier in these kind of situations. It ain't like pig farmer was the only distribution point neither. Government got all other pig farmers on speed dial just in case it need 'em. I gotta imagine pig farmer just expected he was doing his service with them government supplies. Pig farmers just simple folk. They ain't got no idea about rebellion of the spirit, nothing about law, nothing. I expect pig farmer got to feeling patriotic, peeling them faces off of them dead bodies, off of them feed bodies, so them pigs ain't have to know nothing about who they was eating. Government rebels must have counted for some of that ham weight. And it ain't like I is some sort of expert on international politicking or nothing. But I gotta explain to you something. Them government rebels ain't look, spoke, feel, do a think any different than them government folks. Don't let them fool yous neither. They put in bodies. And they got simple folk like pig farmer worrying over whether or not the pig's gonna take kindly to the faces on they meat. Don't make pig farmer no better for skinning them faces off though. Don't make pig farmer no better for skinning them faces for the pig's feelings neither. Just make this even more twisted. Even that more twisted. I guess I can't really tell you how many of them supplies pig farmer must have had. Your guess as good as mine there. And if you ask me if any of them stick out or something, I suppose I have to tell you about Odie and Hank back in the 70s and 80s. For this time, things wasn't quiet, but they wasn't what I'd call creative as far as these folks is concerned. For some reason, things got started off different in Pig Farmer's world around this time. Crazier, I gotta say. Government donations was at a nearly all-time high, and they was really starting to roll in from American gang cities like Detroit, New York City, and Los Angeles. Country donations started around this time, and they was totally new demographic for Pig Farmer's world. Nobody ever knew this stuff existed before it was time, for sure. Well, country donations outside of them hooded fellas Pig Farmer seen over. Well, country donations outside of them hooded fellas Pig Farmer sent over another Pig Farmer, cause ain't like the way them folks been looking at Pig Farmer's face. Them kind of donations from country sectors started around this time. Odie and Hank was a couple of studs in their day. Hank used to have the cess with the feed before he'd bring 'em over, and that. Odie would take the best meat for himself before he'd give the rest of them pigs. Odie made sure to watch and see if the pigs was getting enough before he brought in the next load. He said something before he died in prison about it all being about the pigs in the end. Them pigs was well fed too. Odie made a joke to Pig Farmer about his eyes being bigger than his stomach, and that's why he's bringing them dead bodies over to them pigs, cause he couldn't eat all them. Pig Farmer did laugh, so he got a voice. He just don't use it to talk, especially about stuff he can't understand. He just a simple pig farmer. And Hank said he ain't eat none of them bodies because he don't like Odie's barbecue sauce. The truth is, Hank, he like making Odie eat his sauce at their barbecues. So Hank would fuck them and Odie would eat most of them. While Odie was having his all-you-can-eat buffet of them dead people, Henry Boy would go over next to Pooh and have sex with the dogs and anything else that would be around to have sex with. They find customers on the side of the road and wherever. Sometimes they'd just be running them over for fun in the middle of the night after getting a day full of dead bodies barbecued and sex with chickens. Henry is into getting young pussy too. He is getting it with Odie's niece before she was in double digits. But then Henry wanted to try her dead body out, so he put it in the pillowcases and fucked her into his dreamland. They must have given 600 them bodies to Pig Farmer. Pig Farmer peeled them faces off of them 600 assorted bodies from 20 different states, like an evil man. And that's the way things sort of changed for Pig Farmer. Before or after that, I can't remember. Some Pee-wee would come around with his big carnival, dump 10 or so at a time Pig Farmer's East State. Pig Farmer was something like meanest man in America for a little while. I can't say he meaner than Pig Farmer. Pee-wee was something like the meanest man in America for a little while. I can't say he meaner than Pig Farmer. Pig Farmer, he did like that Pee-wee, though. He'd even read his book. After Pee-wee settled down at a group home, Pee-wee so mean, he said on the inside cover of that book he ain't even having sodomy sex with roommates at the group home. He's so mean he just kill 'em. Said he wish he could give 'em them bodies to them pigs. Said he hates to see good feed wasted. I reckon Pig Farmer's taking notes from that book on how to be mean and evil, too. That Pig Farmer just an unbelievably evil man. We met lots of people from all over the world at Carnival and introduced them to other suppliers like himself, the Pig Farmer. introduced other supplies like himself to Pig Farmer. Pig Farmer even had to buy more pigs because of all the new food. He adopted Pee-wee's outlook that feed shouldn't be wasted, and Pig Farmer ain't never did nothing much but feed them pigs after all that. Lewis was bringing them mulatto kids from them South American countries. He liked that they was bringing Pig Farmer imports for his pigs. Said the pigs preferred variety in their meals. He was another pig lover, he was. Lewis into cutting them boys down as soon as they know they're alive. Pig Farmer ain't even have to cut them faces off of Lewis, cause Pig Farmer ain't even have to cut them faces off Lewis, boy, cause Lewis do that too. He say he don't think them kids like being able to see him after they'd been dead. So Pig Farmer cut their fingers off of them bodies because he said he feel like he's supposed to cut something off to all those bodies before he feed them pigs. And Lewis introduced Pedro, Pig Farmer. Pedro from Andes. Pedro brought in all the classic family stuff. His mama kicked him out the house for fondling his sister when he was just 8. He's picked up by an old man to have sex with for food, shelter, like a nice boy. He liked killing young girls. He's good for at least 3 per week there for a little while. After he had himself a little scuffle with angry mob in the Andes, they were after him for some sexual crime, murder. Colombia's nice for him because the people he liked to kill. Not meaning Colombia is nice for him because the people he liked to kill, not meaning the way the folks be taking that sort of thing, because them folks never be taking nicely this sort of thing. But even more than that, he liked to kill them girls in Ecuador because he said they trusted him in Ecuador most. He tell these stories to Pig Farmer for no reason, and Pig Farmer listened, but he ain't really paid no attention, because all these folks who donate to feed the Pig Farmer's pigs, they'd all talk about how they was molested or fondled or handled it did wrong, or how their parents as alcoholics beating them. It ain't like Pig Farmer asses. It ain't like Pig Farmer asses them about their experiences. It's just that they start telling them every time. It ain't like Pig Farmer asks them about their experiences. It's just they start telling them every time. Pig Farmer ain't no psychologist neither. Pig Farmer, he's simple folk. He's just smart enough to be evil. That's not very smart. Most of these folks is like Pedro too. Get tossed after donation X amount of bodies, and some even eventually get killed, and they ain't donate the bodies of them donators neither, which is a shame to some people. They even started coming in from Asia, China, accounted for damn near half of them donations for years. This one fella who brought in 100 at least. He's even government contract most of the time. Government keep moving him around place to place, open up new hospitals for him. He uses his power to make donations to simple folk like Pig Farmer. His bodies is poisoned most of the time. They give them pigs allergic reactions. Pig Farmer ain't saying nothing though. This is why I suspect he ain't even care about the pigs. He cut them faces off them body and feed them pigs. He cut them faces off them body and feed the pigs, even though he knew the pigs get allergic reaction. This sort of big part of the reason I said Pig Farmer evil. He had me with the pigs' feelings for one day, a little too. That who ain't made his little plan after that who probably ain't make his little plan after them pigs got the infection, and he probably
That who probably ain't make it a little plan after them pig got that infection. You probably figure he try to make up time and circumstance with them donations. I don't reckon government care much about them words if that much. I don't care. I don't care. I don't reckon government care much more than words if that much. Most recently, there was Javed from Pakistan, who's said to be big time trash collectors or something, taking care of extra children around the neighborhood. He's canning them and exporting them. He made classic mistake claiming to feed customs, and customs came. He made classic mistake claiming to feed customs. He made classic mistake claiming to feed the customs, and customs caned him in acid in return. Government ain't donate the canes to Javed. Government ain't donate the kids to Javed, the pig farmer, cause it's containing acid. Pig farmer want to feed pigs with steel. Pig farmer want to feed his pig with its steel, even though it contain acid. The pig farmer, he like them figs. The pig farmer, he like feed them pig female more than male too. He like looking at they faces like them folk donated feed. He like looking at they faces like them folk donating the feed. He hang 'em up on hook in the barn, then tan 'em like leather, have 'em laying around everywhere. This is another reason I believe pig farmer evil. Them horses always come in too. Most of them come in random and mango from all over. There's some kind of favorite feed for donations. I reckon they're real common, easy to harvest for them folks thinking about making donations. These two Delphina Marias, bringing in most for a little while, and they was competing with all sorts of folk from all over the United States, as usual, with these patrons folks like Pig Farmer. United States keep up for a long time too. United States keep and eat up for a long time too. They staging big business and school events to get donations, even mass sway for donations. Where the governor actually does donate bodies. There's legal obligation. Said it's legal obligation the government do. There's folks from Texas, all the time, Washington State, California, and all over the place. Government got farms overseas if the rumors is true. There's been pretty good to pig farmer along with them other government and anti-government folks with their guns. Pig farmer got all sorts of faces. Tan leather, holes from gunshots, and other faces sewn together with fishing line from faces that was torn apart. I'll say that again. Pig farmer got all sorts of faces. Tan leather with holes from gunshots, and other faces sewn together with fishing line from other faces that was torn apart. Another reason I think pig farmers evil. This man Jake from Old London's sending over donations with parts missing down where men's different than women. Only the women he'd send a pig farmer always without their parts. And pig farmer wondered out loud one time, he wondered if Jack had them parts hanging round some barn in London, leathered up, same as them faces pig farmer had laying around the barn and hung up on the walls for some kind of inspiration. Pig farmers getting it from doctors and nurses without patient approval. Even this other doctor who's donating them off of helping on that self-proved donation track. Dr. Jack is operating in Michigan with his suicide machine in vain. He videotaped them folks for they contribute their bodies to hog and swine farming, and interview them for they flip switch on Passover. Say that again. He'd videotape them folks before they contribute their bodies to hog and swine farming and interview them before they flip the switch and pass over. Pig farmer ain't care none if they was willing or not. Pig farmer only care about feeding them pigs every day. That and cutting them faces off and making them dolls out of them and everything. Them pigs ain't like Jack's meat though. They was already about to die, and Jack's barbecue sauce ain't covered up the taste like Otis or something. I thought I heard pig farmer mother one time that. I don't know, 'cause my hair gets to playing tricks around me every time I be around pig farmer. Pig farmer never said nothing. Pig farmer never said a full sentence anyway. Pig farmer never said a full sentence anyway. I retract my earlier statement with apologies for misleading if that's what it looks like. That Jack even dumping them bodies down the local hospital and fuel the pigs up at City Hall free of charge, at least for a little while. I don't know, other than that, there's some street gangs. There's some street gangs that donate thousands to pig farmer. They mostly from the U.S. In a nutshell, same as the rest of them. I reckon pig farmer probably got evil dreams at night. I know he see shit. He gotta see shit. He always looking like he see shit. Shit he see probably ain't no good neither. Can't be with all them faces hanging all over his barn. Like I gotta imagine he got some memory. Imagine that, being pig farmer, just seeing nasty shit everywhere, every day, all the time. The end.
Another Merry Pranksters Joint, Chapter 5, Farmer. Farmer just about lost his mind when he realized what was happening here. See, around here, folks is never real confrontational about social politics, personal satisfaction. If ye be decent folk and mind your business when it's expected of you, people ain't gonna mess with you. Farmer mostly mind his crop too. He ain't into other folks or what's up on the other side of the planet much. He ain't really killing, never. Make money when he can, where he can. Nothing real special about farmer, except maybe his family. Daughter real cute, always. Wife nice usual, and the son mostly there most of the time. Crop usually grow according to plan, ain't hard work. Trouble in the town and with the town folk mostly. Folks getting maize selling crop instead of just sharing something. Most of them folks in the town ain't never really taught about it. But if they would, they'd probably think about farmers' bills and mess like they always think about their own. If they ever think about farmers same as they think about their sales, but they don't. Them folks seem to think about farmer like he's ghost of farmers' past, which it ain't never easy like farmers' present life. Truth is, strange things sometimes. Much of what we do, we don't think about. We just sort of do. The truth about the situation between the rest of them folk and farmer, sort of half-truth, what most of us know about. Farmer grow the earth, and only ever the earth, ever. That's the strangest part. You'd think he'd grow at least Mars with them other folks. Even more than that, you'd think he'd been growing something they've been rejecting since the beginning of time around the whole neighborhood. When it's just the opposite. Farmer ain't never had a surplus. That says something. Farmer ain't even eating too much by most people's standard. You roundabout well-rounded individual. He usually got some friends who ain't exactly nice. He drink with them sometime. Make him seem unpredictable, but he mostly still predictable. He ain't smart most of the time, but he got a niche and don't never need to come out. That say something too.
I don't know what's been happening lately in private, but I expect most of them town folk got a hot on farmer daughter, farmer's ways. I expect most of them town folk got a hold on farmer daughter. Got a hold. Again. I don't know what's been happening lately in private, but I expect most of them town folk got a hot on for Farmer Donna, Farmer Wade, but too suspicious backward, thinking they know more about farmer and nature than farmer. Never go around, 'cause everything he do just sort of evidence of mental illness in some kind of way to these other folks. Unfortunately, these other folks, government, they push it. Unfortunately, these other folks in government, they push it in some kind of real influential, kind of powerful, that they, like nobody else, they seem like nobody notice or can explain in plain words without metaphor. Unfortunately, folks in government, and they pushy and some kind of real influential, kind of powerful, that seem like nobody notice or can't explain in words other than without metaphor. That's mostly how we reckon farmers started losing his crop. Like I said, he never mess up that much. Just like most folk under pressure in a niche kind of situation. He react, he react however he feel at the time, like most everybody else. Farmer ain't got no ill intentions to nobody. And we know some of this, and we know somehow because farmer got family. Moreover, farmer got something to care about in his work and his life. He value his life and those other people around him. He value his life and those of other people around him. And he care about other stuff on the side. I expect farmer would say a lot if them people would just listen.
Another Merry Pranksters Joint, Chapter 7, Salesman. Salesman is some sort of problem, you know. He's always doing stuff crooked on purpose with cruel intention and all that mess. He packing pistol and say he's sort of the boss around the picnic party, so to speak. Salesman's secrets, he don't actually do nothing at all. I mean, he talk, but he ain't selling nothing but air. And the air ain't ones people use in other places, so it ain't good for nothing. Nothing really like Salesman, because he never look calm. Nobody really likes Salesman, because he never look calm. Gets to itching, being antsy, and getting under other people's skin and whatnot. Always pushing a price on an amount. Always messing around with farmer's image, save his own, disguise the suffering from farmer's insufferable shame. Like hanging out with Militia, mess whenever he can. Say he's into power, but he ain't into nothing but money, and he know that's fake too. Pieces of paper without his soul, he like pretend like his soul in two. Salesmen like talk about everything in small detail, just enough to run conversation and feel like big time player in these games. And these games don't really be round like he say he got it mostly. Everybody, including himself, know that too. That's another real strange thing about Salesman. Can't do no wrong, never need mind, then don't mean nothing at all. Too, on account of he said it himself all the times. Don't really mean nothing at all. Say it all the time. Reckon he ain't into much but TV and dirty magazine. Don't reckon he into reading none. Another Merry Pranksters Joint, Chapter 8, Militia. Militia killed a lot. Killed all sorts of things. Killed all the chicken, goat, and hog too. Killed mama and papa and all the cousins. Killed the stuff they ain't even living, cause they know. Killed the stuff they ain't even living, cause they don't know the difference between what living and what not living, or don't care. Either way, it's too much killing for my taste. Thank you. Another Merry Pranksters Joint, Chapter 9, Mountain Man. Mountain Man disagree with something every now and then, but mostly he ain't said much bad about nothing. See, Mountain Man, he just trying to be one with nature and all that shit. Ain't too many folks can compare to Mountain Man on that front. Trouble is, Mountain Man ain't got his mountain no more. Government rebels done took over, drove him out in the bush, boned his land, put rocks on it so nothing would ever grow again in life. Put rocks on it so nothing would ever grow again in life. That's the only role government rebs ever played in Mountain Man's life. Mountain Man ain't think nothing nice about them, I suppose. In his private time, at least, he gotta think something about that, don't he? Strange little habit there, if you ask me. Them government rib. Mountain Man ain't got what seemed like no teeth. He ain't got no third eyeball or nothing. If you ask him, he happy. Mountain Man play guitar whenever he can. Seemed like that what ways came. Play guitar whenever he can. Seemed like what wears the same clothes every day. Mountain Man once had a ramshackle hut on the side of the mountain, but since the rocks, he ain't going back because he said he ain't crazy about the idea. I reckon I understand. That's one of the things he disagreed with. Government ain't saying nothing back, but move back. That's one of the things he disagreed with. Government ain't said nothing. Government ain't say nothing, but move back was something. That's one of the things he disagreed with, and government ain't say nothing but move back something. And they ain't addressed his complaints or nothing. Government read off and disappeared again, as usual. He living underneath sequoia tree now, which grew in asphalt parking lot of mine or something. What they named it after they blown down his tree, put up parking lot and left again. Mountain Man shimmy up the tree, saw off log, build another house out of there. Small habitat resurrected round one tree, and the grass what grow in the cracks of the pavement, and some other idioramus is mine. What grow in the cracks of the pavement is some other idioramus is mine. Idioramus being plural form, idiot plus one ignoramus, duh. Mountain Man looks at his mountain every day and wish it was the same as before. He had everything he wanted, and he ain't never had wanted to leave his mountain. He liked it so much. He ain't done nothing never strange too. Nothing stranger than putting all them damn rocks on his mountain and then moving off like the wind or something natural. That's strange. Mountain Man cursed the sun every now and then because he ain't got no shade except his willow tree, he call it. And he walked the parking lot every day picking up things people done left over from them years past there. He walk all day, make stuff all night. Then he sell that stuff to the people that be bringing their stuff to the parking lot every morning. He makes some nice stuff too. Mountain Man wishes he had wife and family and all that, but mostly he wishes he had enough money to buy back his mountain. He thought he had it too. Now they saying if he ever get enough money, they's just gonna make some sort of contraption and kill all that everybody just to fuck. Now they saying if he ever get enough money, they's just gonna make some attraction, some sort of again. Now they saying if he ever get enough money, they's just gonna make some sort of contraption and kill everybody just to fuck with Mountain Man. I reckon it's 'cause they jealous all his talent.